All right. We got time for one more. I got wine drinkers versus beer. You got
Eurovision and the Library of Congress.
And I got space companies.
Space companies.
Yeah,
Okay.
Space companies. Which one you want to go with, Blake?
Beer or wine drinkers.
Okay, you went with that one.
Impressive from you. Yeah,
I was
really.
not expecting that.
Right.
Does it have to? Is there like a tournament with like whiskey involved?
Nope, this is just wine drinkers versus beer right now.
Why? Because you got to drink whiskey now,
Whiskey,
Blake?
yeah.
Nope.
Okay, just
Ginger ale.
checking.
The last drink he had was whiskey, and he took a quarter of a shot.
Oh, okay.
He attempted it.
Was he teething? It was just across his gums just to calm down the
No,
teeth?
he attempted it. It was recently.
Okay.
At me hands were out and some shots were given. Shots were fired our way.
Yep.
And
Shots were fired. I like that.
And Blake pretty much as soon as he put his lips on it, he was like, "Nope, I'm done."
It was miserable.
Jameson straight up's probably not the best way to start your alcohol career.
No.
All right.
Or end it.
So there are 9 major differences
Between beer drinkers and wine
between
drinkers.
beer drinkers and wine drinkers.
Okay.
Here are 10 different ways. You have flavor preference,
Okay.
consumption habits, food pairing, cultural associations, glassware, temperature, production methods, aging, cost, and health benefits. Now, I've given you 10 of those. Which one do you think you would like to talk about first? Those are the 10 major things. And wine drinkers are catching beer drinkers right now.
Yeah.
So the younger generations smoking a little bit more, drinking a little more wine, staying away. The beer industry's in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
So
Which is why they're coming out with cans of everything else. You know, all the hard seltzers and the
Four
vodkas.
Locos.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm doing the mixture of / beer to wine type
Right.
situation. So
I'll do health benefits. And by the way, correct me if I'm not mistaken, because I'm kind of excited about this. Do we have Bin 39 on the schedule coming up?
we have Bin 39 next Wednesday, not
Tomorrow, Wednesday.
Not
Tuesday.
yeah, not
this
2 days
week.
from today,
Right.
but the following.
Oh, I'm very excited for that.
Yeah. So we have Levi in this Wednesday with us with our
Help me make some more money.
wager wire.
Yeah.
All right, health benefits. Moderate wine consumption has been linked to various health benefits, including low risk of heart disease and stroke, while moderate beer consumption may have some positive effects on bone density. Okay. I didn't realize that. So that's the 2 major benefits of those 2.
Does it differentiate between red and white wine?
It did not break it down, but
Okay.
everyone says that red is healthier for you.
And lowers your blood pressure. And that's part of the French paradox.
Yes.
The French paradox is why are the French not fat and drunk all the time? And there are some fat French people, but they drink a tremendous amount of wine in France, and they eat a lot of really good cheese, but they have, they're not dropping dead at the table.
Yes.
And a lot of that is the combination of the red wine and the food that they're having.
Yeah.
So-
They haven't. Go ahead, Blake.
Yeah, so Lenny, the order is basically white wine is the least healthy, then rosés, then orange wines, then red wines is number 1.
What the hell's orange wine?
Orange.
There's a whole ramp of
Yeah, so
fruit
basically,
flavored wines, but orange wine is kind of a big thing.
yeah, so
Good with
basically,
turkey.
All right. Blake, I think my hair is growing. I'm itching right here.
Oh,
Is there any hair popping out there?
I see one.
Okay. All right.
I can't see anything on the camera right now, man.
Yeah, that's high def. That's pretty bad.
There's a massive glare. I think I need some sunglasses.
Yeah. So, no, I've always heard that 1 glass of wine a day is healthy for you. I just don't know if that's 100% accurate. And a lot of my friends say 1 glass of wine is healthy for you.
Okay.
But, instead of drinking 1 a day, they decide to drink,
bottle.
an entire bottle once a week.
Right. Once a
In
week.
one sitting.
Oh, I was going to say.
In
okay,
one
fine.
sitting.
Right, yeah.
So I don't think the health benefits is the
No.
same in that.
No.
But I mean, with beer, the gluten content in beer, it's just so heavy. I've never. You're a beer drinker. You like the flavor of beer. I don't
do.
like the flavor of beer.
You know, when I was growing up, you know, beer's an acquired taste. Beer's an acquired taste. Well, I walked into Nolan's when I was 18, had a cold Schaefer on draft, and I said, beer is good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's when draft beer was, you know, good draft beer.
Yeah.
Still can't drink Budweiser, draft or bottle or can.
No.
It just doesn't work with me.
Yeah.
But you know, and I'm a cheap beer drinker. I told you, PBR, can of Schaefer. I'm happy boy.
See, I mean, I can tolerate a Modelo.
Yeah.
You know, I can tolerate, you know, a Corona Light. You know, but if you give me sweet tea or that, I'm taking sweet tea. Because I'm not drinking enough beer to get drunk.
Right.
So
Beer's very filling. That's the issue.
Yeah. And
I mean, wine can be, but beer's very filling.
I mean, and when I rarely will go to a bar that just does beer and wine.
Yeah.
And if I'm a wine snob, so Irving, if you're watching, I'm a wine snob, so you're gonna have to do some selling. I'm not a real white wine, but I will try it for Irving because he really knows this stuff.
I don't know if they know what they're in for, man. I've done 60 winemakers dinners and had 125 bottles of wine on my list in one of my restaurants.
Oh wow!
Back in the olden days, yeah. Plus, I went out to California and did 2 winemakers dinners in the caves under Eberly Vineyards in Paso Robles.